What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. Now in this video I'm going to show you guys a max health build. This is in no way, shape, or form some undiscovered meta, not at all. Basically the whole idea behind this is I figured what would happen if I tried to make a max health build, and yeah, here it is. I'll test it at the end of this video, so that way you guys want to see it in action, stick around and you can see me use it. Excuse me. Alright, shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom, and let's get into the build. So here it is, my max health build for the Division 2. As far as I know, max health is 580.3k. However, that is because of my watch level. So I am watch level 1299, and every watch level you go up, your health goes up with it. So if you are below 1299, your health is going to be lower. And if you're above 1299, your health is going to be higher. So depending on what your shade level is, max health for you might be a lot lower or higher than max health for me. But for me, currently, right around level 1300, max health is at 580.3k. Now, there is only one way to get that as far as I know. And that is running 1 511, 2 Gilligard, and 3 Seska. Now it doesn't matter if it's a mass, chess piece, whatever, just as long as you get that combination. Now RNG for me personally is horrible, but I was able to get this build together. Now, yeah, let's deep dive. Starting with the specialization. I am using the firewall specialization. Reason being is, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I need more damage. I was unable to find, the Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush, or the Glass Cannon, Vigilance, or, even like a Gunslinger Versatile. I couldn't find any of those combinations where I could also put max health on there. However, I was able to find a Wicked Backpack and a Trauma chess piece. Now putting those two together makes for a wonderful time. Now yeah, that's I didn't finish that, did I? So the firewall specialization also gives me this really dumb shield. Now I said I didn't want to lie, I wanted to do more damage, and well, striker shield is the way to go if you are lacking in damage. Just throw on a shield and you'll be like everyone else. You'll be able to do more damage and increase your sustainability and survivability at the same time. Now the reason why the striker shield is so MFing OP is because it also comes with a damage bonus, and it is per enemy, which is ridiculous. So with the striker shield, as long as they are within my area, they will give me 11% damage per enemy. So say I am running PvE and I am right in front of a checkpoint. When all of the enemies spawn and they are directly in front of me in my shield, I will get 11% damage bonus per enemy. Per enemy. It's ridiculous. And that is why a lot of people run this shield in PvE and PvP, and that's because you get a buttload of damage to go with it. Not only that, but let's go ahead and put the cat out of the bag. It procs in sync without even doing anything, and it's ridiculous. I hate it. I hate the striker in sync meta. I hate people that use it. But I know it's in the game, so I can't really, get too upset about it. So, of course, if you can't beat them, join them. And I am running a build that is spec'd highly into armor and health. So to get that damage back, I need to run in sync and that striker shield. Now, as far as my weapons, here is my primary G36 enhanced. This one's at 88.7k total damage with max AR damage, max health damage, and max damage to targets out of cover. It does have in sync, so whenever I'm using that with my shield, I get 30% weapon damage. Not only that, but then you have to include all the damage bonus from that stupid shield as well. And yeah, it makes for a lot of damage. Not gonna lie, I'm basically hating on it because everyone and their mom likes to run it in PvP, and they know that me, wiping them up and down the street with no shield, they'll wait for their life to be just about dead, and then they'll pop out a shield just to try to catch me off guard. I hate it. It's annoying because then I have to sit there, reload, shoot you through your shield, kill you anyways. I mean, it's just postponing the inevitable. But anyways, in sync, run it with the striker shield. It'll do all the damage. Going to my secondary, I'm using the Banshee with measured, max SMG damage, max damage to targets out of cover, and 91.2k total damage. And then my sidearm, nothing big, it's just the backup boomstick with 1.1 million total damage. But yeah, you can use whatever sidearm you want. You can use whatever specialization you want. It really doesn't matter. I'm using the firewall just so I can use the shield and pair it up with in sync and try to get more damage, because I am lacking in the damage department with this build as it sits. Now, getting into the gear, I have 1.3 million armor and 580.3k health. Starting with the mask. 511 mask. Reason you're using that is for the brand set bonus 10% health. Now for the attributes, max armor, armor regen, health, and crit damage. Going to the backpack, Gilligard backpack. Brand set bonuses I get from Gilligard, 5% total armor and 10% health. Now as far as the attributes, 154k armor, which I'm optimizing, max armor regen, health, and crit damage. And then don't forget the backpack, I am running Wicked. Now with Wicked, I am not aiming at keeping them on a status effect. What I am doing with this build is I am applying the status effect just so I can get Wicked to activate, because it lasts for 20 seconds. Now, I don't know what kind of firefights you guys are used to, what kind of enemies you usually go against, but 20 seconds is a good chunk of time to melt down whatever's in front of you and finish a firefight. So just getting the Wicked to proc is my only priority. After that, I'm good to go. And I can proc Wicked just by using my Jammer Pulse. So remember that. The Jammer Pulse alone will proc Wicked. And then obviously the chest piece, which I'll get into right now. Gilligard chest piece, max armor, status effects, and health, and then a max crit damage mod as well. But I'm using Trauma. Reason I'm using Trauma, just like the Jammer Pulse, is because I want to proc Wicked. I want that Wicked proc as soon as possible, that way I can get more weapon damage. Because like I said, this build is lacking a little bit in the damage department. So you need to get these procs rolling as soon as possible. That way you can go ahead and get that top tier damage and still have all this survivability. Now Trauma, shooting an enemy in the head will apply a blind status effect, and shooting them in the chest will apply a bleed status effect. Both of those have a cooldown of 30 seconds, and that is why using the Jammer Pulse as well is good for Wicked. That way if your Wicked goes away before your Trauma comes back, you can still use that Pulse and be able to proc that Wicked again and again. Going to the gloves, Seska gloves. Reason I'm using this, for the Seska brand set bonuses. 10% crit chance, 10% hazard protection, but most importantly 10% health. Now for the gloves, max weapon damage, max health, and 9.5 hazard. Going to the knee pads, Seska knee pads. 14.8 weapon damage, 5.9 crit chance, and max health. And finally the holster, Seska holster. This one with 11.6 weapon damage. Blah. I know, it's bad. But then again, remember, this is just a oddball build. I'm not really taking this seriously at all, nor will I normally use this build at all. But in the future, I am going to make a max health meta build, and I will be using that in PvP specifically. Now back to this holster, 11.6 weapon damage, I remember, blah, max health, and 9.3 hazard. And then for the ol' skills, obviously I'm using the dumb striker shield for the extra damage bonus. I myself am just biased against it. I'm sorry if I sound down about this shield, but I can't tell you the amount of people in PvP that use the shield. It's ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. This firewall specialization has been nerfed so many times due to its effects in PvP that it still needs to be addressed again. They nerfed firewall whenever it was used with the Imperial Dynasty, catching people on burn. They nerfed it again because when you lost your armor, it would catch people on burn in PvP. And they should nerf it again because of this shield. Oh wait, they nerfed it also because the flamethrower was one-hitting people in PvP. I mean, there's just firewall overall. It's just really toxic for PvP. So you see people that run it, yeah, it sucks. And then of course the Jammer Pulse. This will help proc Wicked and get you more damage. I love Jammer Pulse, by the way. All right, finish up with the stats, and then we'll go test this sucker out. So for the G36 Enhanced, 88.7k weapon damage with 25.9 crit chance, 101 crit damage, and 75 headshot damage. Don't forget about the health damage because this is an AR. Now go into the offensive tab, 51.4% all weapon damage bonus with 30% AR damage bonus. That gives me 81.4% damage bonus total, and mwah, I'm digging it. Getting to the gear talents, you want Trauma to proc Wicked. You want Wicked active as much as possible. That way you can have your weapon damage to go with your survivability. Now defensive tab, 1.3 million armor, just under 10k armor regen, 580k health, and 174k health on kill. Now going to the hazard, I'm at 38.8%. Not bad. So that's the build, you guys. Max health, 580.3k. I know there's some of you that are probably like watch level 4, 5,000, and your health is probably way up there. And yeah, congrats. I would highly recommend getting a max health damage or health build together, because if you're that high of a shade level, that's a huge advantage in the health department. And if you were to spec into that enough, you could basically be unkillable even without armor. But alright, let's go test out this build. Number one way to test it out is Lincoln Memorial on Heroic. So let's do it. Hopefully we get somebody. Now it is the global event reanimated, so just so you guys know, when I'm using this, it will be during the global event. Now I'm not saying that this is, you know, the best build in the game, because we all know it's not, but the max health is very interesting. I think it's pretty funny, and we'll see where this goes. I bet I could make a really sick SMG build with max health. I'll probably end up doing that next. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the whole health situation in Division 2. Basically, health has been negated since the beginning of time for this game. They kind of haven't talked about it, they haven't addressed it, and health is just kind of like that attribute that no one really wants. Oh, it canceled my invite. Come on, we're trying to do Lincoln Memorial.
I see a ballistic shield. Target is right here.
Decoy. Shit, buddy's wasted. Shit! Plates are busted!
System reactivated. System malfunctioning. System restored. System activated. Immediate medical assistance needed.